If you're a service business and you're running Instagram ads the same way as everyone else is, you're probably paying for attention and generating zero business. Because the truth is, most businesses don't have an ad problem. They have a system problem. They boost random posts, run follower ads, and then sit back and pray for somebody to click. And then they sit back, confused, wondering why the only thing growing is their ad spend. Meanwhile, the businesses actually crushing it with Instagram ads aren't running ads. They're actually running a conversion ecosystem. And that's exactly what I'm gonna show you in this video, not guru fluff, not surface level advice, like just be authentic and post consistently. I'm talking about an actual Instagram ad strategy that's helping service businesses generate serious revenue right now. And this is the exact same system that's helped businesses generate 6x, 10x, sometimes 15x return on ad spend, and in some cases, generate hundreds of thousands of dollars in revenue through social media systems. What we're gonna cover is exactly why Instagram ads dominate for service businesses, why most people do Instagram ads wrong, the correct Instagram ad strategy using a simple framework, and lastly, a few real examples of businesses using this strategy correctly. First, Instagram is one of the biggest opportunities that exist for service businesses because the bar is set so insanely low. Most service businesses on Instagram are terrible. All you have to do is go look through a local search and check out your local HVAC, roofer, plumber, electrician, even junk removal. What did you notice? Stock photos, AI generated graphics, and blurry before and after photos. And maybe a photo of their truck parked out in front of one of their clients' houses. Meanwhile, Instagram has billions of users, insane traction, and one advantage all the other platforms don't have. People get to know you before they buy from you. Because in service businesses, people not only buy from you because of price, they buy from you because they trust you. And trust is built from repetition, familiarity, and connection. And this is why Instagram's so powerful. Google is where people go to compare. Instagram is where people go to connect. Google gets you quoted against 3 other companies. Instagram makes them say, I know this guy, I've seen him before, and I trust him. That's a completely different sales environment, and this is why most home service businesses don't understand it. This is a huge advantage, and always remember, the cheapest leads are the ones that trust you. Now, here's why most people mess this up. They think Instagram ads are about getting more followers, or they think it's about boosting a post that magically turns into business. Or worse, they run ads straight into cold traffic that doesn't trust them, they have no social proof, they have no story backing anything up, and then they act shocked that they're generating zero business from the ads they're running. The mistake here is they're trying to convert before they connect. This is backwards. The average person doesn't see your ad for the first time, and after 11 seconds thinks to themselves, yeah, I want to spend thousands of dollars with a person that I've known for about 15 seconds. That's not how people work, especially in local service businesses. People want to know, who are you? Why should I trust you? What makes you different? Have you done this for people like me? Are you even a real human? This is exactly why the wrong Instagram strategy can feel right at first. Because it gives you vanity metrics, you get more views, likes, and follows. Because that makes you feel like something is working. But none of that means money, because at the end of the day, you can't pay your lease or your mortgage with views. You can get 20,000 views and still generate zero revenue. You can get 500 followers and still not convert one of them into a client. So the wrong strategy can feel good because it creates movement, but movement isn't conversion. The right Instagram strategy is what I call the CARE method, because you want Instagram to create real leads and real clients. You have to build a system that actually makes people care. C equals connection. A equals authority. R equals retarget. E equals expand. Let's break that down for you. Before you sell, you connect. This is the biggest shift because you have to start looking at Instagram like it's not just content. Every single post is either building trust or being ignored. A good Instagram ad shouldn't feel like an ad. It should feel like the beginning of a relationship, and all relationships start with a conversation. This could be a testimonial, a story, a common mistake, a behind the scenes look, or a direct message to your ideal client. The point here is this: you're not trying to close the sale in the first 15 seconds of knowing a stranger. What you're trying to do is open up an attention loop. This is where the connect and redirect strategy is so powerful. Connect first and then redirect into business. That's how real people buy. Once someone lands on your page, you need proof. And this is where most home service businesses fail dramatically. They finally get someone to visit their profile, but no one wants to stay is because there's no reason to. There's no testimonial, no credibility, and no connection. That page is actually dead. So here's the rule. Before you push traffic with ads, you need content on the page that answers this: who are you? Who do you help? Why should I believe you? And what type of people have you helped before? What do you care about? What kind of results have you created? A good baseline here is have these 6 pieces of content on your page. That includes client testimonials and client wins, family and lifestyle moments, education clips, stories from the field, and why your business is different from everybody else's. Because people don't just buy the service, they buy from people they like, know, and trust. The ads get the clicks, but the profile gets the conversion. Retargeting is where the money is made. Retargeting is the cheat code, because once someone has interacted with your content, they liked, commented, shared, they've seen your stories, they're no longer cold. They know who you are. And now your cost to stay in front of them gets insanely cheap. This is why retargeting destroys cold, broad marketing strategies for home services. Now, instead of shouting into the void, you're showing up again and again in front of warm people with client testimonials, social proof, stories, case studies, family moments, identity-driven content, and your direct offers. This keeps you top of mind, and being top of mind is everything. And when they finally need a roofer, a landscaper, electrician, they don't go looking. They go to the person they've been seeing most often. That's why it works. You're not competing at the moment of urgency. You've already won before urgency arises. The winning move is always the same: attention first, trust second, conversion third. Once the machine is working, you expand. This is where automations, VAs, and systems comes into play. At the beginning, most businesses make the same mistake of trying to do everything all by themselves. They run ads, they answer every DM, they get on every sales call, and then eventually they burn out. Then, instead of scaling, they're actually drowning. Expansion actually means using automated tools like ManyChat, CRM automations to engage with new followers, or automatically send DMs to conversations started with you. Virtual assistants for follow-up, and retargeting campaigns to ensure your audience stays warm. You have to use systems so that you're not manually replying to DMs at 11:45 at night, catching the side eye from your wife who's looking over at you angry and asking, why are you still sending messages in bed? This is why this stuff works so well. It's not just the system of getting attention. Once you get the attention, what you do next is how you actually scale a business. Quick pause here. If you're watching this video and you have an Instagram page that you think isn't generating the kind of leads it should, this is exactly the type of problem we help businesses fix. If you want us to help you install this system into your business, all you have to do is click the link below to learn more. Now let's get back to it. Now let me show you exactly what this looks like when it's implemented correctly. Because this system isn't theoretical. Real businesses using a real system and getting real results. One of my clients, Clint Nunn, who owns a life insurance agency, who came to us when he was generating $125K a month, implemented this system into his business, and within 90 days hit a $250K month. And now he spends less than $5,000 a month on his content and marketing strategy. This didn't come from some massive corporate strategy. Clint Nunn has about 10 sales agents, each one of them generating on average about $15K a month in sales. Now here's why this works so well for businesses like insurance. Insurance is one of the most trust-dependent industries there is. Nobody wakes up in the morning and says, hey, today's the day I'm gonna go out and buy life insurance. People buy from someone they trust. So when Clint started showing up on social media, putting out his post, started generating his ads, started retargeting, started really telling the story of his business and what's mattered, now something interesting happened. People would watch his content sometimes for weeks, even months. But then when they showed up and they opened up a conversation, they knew a couple things. They knew exactly what he does for his hobbies, what type of business he runs, what type of results he got, and whether they liked him or not. He first connected and then redirected into his business offer. Another example is my client Los, who owns a media agency. Los is able to run this play on his Instagram profile and generate nearly a 15x return on his marketing budget. And what Los does is very interesting. He helps HVAC business owners become the most visible businesses in their zip code. Most service businesses rely on Google, which means they're competing on price. But Los flips that strategy. Instead of competing on the moment someone searches for a problem, his clients stay top of mind. So they're the first business they go to when the problem arises in the future. And the way the system helps him do that is through three simple things. First, you connect through content. People start seeing the same business show up inside their feed over and over again. Now, you're not just a contractor, you're a service provider. You're the guy they keep seeing on Instagram. Second is testimonials. Instead of running ads that say, hire us, Los does something different. He shows them the results. This naturally builds trust and then gets people to visit the page. And that's where the third piece comes into play, retargeting. And once someone has watched the content or interacted with the page, Los runs retargeting ads to that audience. Now they see the testimonials, more results, and the content. And this is exactly why this system works so well for service businesses, because it shifts the entire conversation from price comparison over into attention and trust. Now, if you want help implementing this system into your business, the content, the ads, the retargeting, the automation systems, go ahead and book a call with me with the link in the description. We'll take a look at the business, your market, and see if this strategy makes sense for you. And if you want to go deeper into this, take a look at this video right here, where I show you exactly how to turn your Instagram page into a lead generation funnel. Until next time, peace.